was thinking about cartoons today, and I was thinking about all the cartoons that I've come across in the past 11 months and their depictions of Palestinians, depictions of Gaza. And it was really troubling to me, the art and imagery of genocide. And, we don't actually think about the impact that cartoons have on us and what role they play in genocide. And I think a lot of us know the sort of history of cartoons when it comes to anti-Semitism, the history of magazines, papers like Der Stromer, which translated from the German means the stormer. This was sort of the unofficial Nazi paper. It was in publication from 1923 to 1945. And it really prepared the polity, really prepared Germany's citizenry for genocide. It inculcated them. It let them know that Jews need to be exterminated. And that was what it was pushing to the German population. And that level of anti-Semitism, this is the magazine that you saw Jews portrayed as rats, referred to as vermin, something that brings disease, something that needs to be gotten rid of. And it was exactly how Palestinians have been portrayed. It is exactly how Palestinians have been portrayed in the past 11 months. I just want to refer I'm going to show you some of these cartoons so you get a sense of what I'm talking about when I say that they prepare society. They create the social and political climate. They're not merely reflections of it. The first one I want to show you is this one, which has the bombs in ambulances. You'll see here, that's supposed to be Hamas putting bombs inside of ambulances. And now you and I are very well aware of the systemic way in which the Israeli army has targeted ambulances, destroyed, bombed ambulances, and then on top of that, targeted and killed those EMT, the emergency medical people who drive out selflessly to pull people out of the rubble. We saw it happen exactly when Hind Rajab, when they were going to try and save Hind, they were directly targeted and killed. So you have that one. And this, I have to point out here that a lot of these cartoons are from the same Israeli cartoonist, Majburd, Majburd. I don't know how to pronounce that. But that's one of them. Another one that again is from Majburd, and you'll see here, it is a Hamas fighter inside a hospital. That's Al-Shifa hospital with a weapon. And of course, this provides fodder again for Israel, who has relentlessly bombed every hospital, destroyed Gaza's infrastructure. Cartoons play a direct role in promulgating what the state is pushing. And you'll see that, particularly in this one. Another one, and this goes with the Vermin theme, portraying Palestinians as rats. Again, the same cartoonist, Majburd, and I urge you all to go to his Instagram page. You will see some of the filth that he produces. This is another one of rats eating watermelon. We all know the place of watermelon and what it means. And here you see rats feasting on it. And again, sticking with that same rat theme, you have Sinir here. Again, J. Majburd. This guy, quite consistent. But here he is again, portraying a Palestinian. You can see the rat traps. And that's supposed to be Sinir there with the rat tail. Now, how do you explain this? How do you explain a Jewish cartoonist who is very well aware of the history of Jewish people and that level of anti-Semitism and being portrayed as vermin, talked about as vermin, infecting all of Europe? How do you explain him doing the same thing to Palestinians? The other cartoon that I wanted to highlight is actually one that the Washington Post put out and then apologized for and took down. Now, this isn't from J. Majburd. It's from someone named Ramirez, and it was originally printed in the Las Vegas Review Journal for the Washington Post. And here you can see this is pushing the idea of human shields. You can see there that's supposed to be someone from Hamas with children strapped to him. Again, pushing the idea that Hamas uses Palestinians as human shields, pushing the narrative of the Israeli government, providing fodder, providing cover for the government to continue such atrocities. And here's another one, again from J. Majburd, and this is one of the biggest, most, I would say, abhorrent narratives being pushed, and that is that all the dead bodies that you and I have been seeing of children, their heads blown off, fathers wailing over their bloody corpses of their children, mothers wailing. Those are all lies. They're calling it Pallywood, Gaza wood. And here you can see Gaza wood here from J. Majburd. These are the types of things that doesn't get taken down by Instagram, but our posts get taken down. So how do we explain this? We explain it by knowing that of the 10 stages of genocide, the first 2 stages are classification, and the second stage is dehumanization. Classification, so Palestinians are classified, they are seen as an other, they are governed in that same respect, they use different roads, they have different laws applied to them, and that's what an apartheid system looks like. Different colored IDs, different colored license plates, which is very instrumental in being able to identify someone that you can quickly treat as the other and dehumanize. And of course, the second part of that stage, as I said, is dehumanization. Classification, dehumanization.